parachute.
This is our extra credit problem. We're going to start out with doing our f of g of x first. So f of, plug in the g function.
Taking me up to the sky. It's taking me up.
So we don't get confused when we plug this equation into this one. We're going to go ahead and distribute the negative to the top. So it'll look like f of negative x cubed minus 1 over 2x cubed minus 1. Now we can plug this equation into the f equation. Cube root of negative x cubed minus 1 over 2x cubed minus 1 minus 1 over 2 negative x cubed minus 1 over 2x cubed minus 1 plus 1. Fraction over 1. So we have to find a common denominator to make it so they're both 2x cubed minus 1. So we can just times it by 2x cubed minus 1.
Taking me up to the sky. Taking me up to
now we're going to set up this equation again. We're keeping the common denominator now. So the common denominator is going to be 2x cubed minus 1, 2x cubed minus 1. So now we don't have anything to distribute here, so we're literally just going to bring this whole equation right here, make it negative x cubed minus 1. Now we're going to distribute this negative 1 into the 2x cubed and the minus 1. So we take negative 1 times 2x cubed. It's going to be negative 2x cubed. Negative 1 times negative 1 would be positive 1. We're done with that side of the fraction. Now this one, we have to distribute this 2 into the negative x cubed and the negative 1. So it would be negative 2x cubed minus 2. We're done with that. Now we come over here, we have to distribute this positive 1 into the 2x cubed and the negative 1. So positive 1 times 2x cubed would just be positive 2x cubed. Now the positive 1 times the negative 1 would make a negative 1. So since we have a negative 1 here and a positive 1 here, that means that we can cancel these out. And since we're done with that, we can't cancel anything else out here and we can't cancel anything else out here because they're the same signs. So now we're going to look at the top of this next fraction. So these we can't cancel because they're the same signs, but these we can. They're the exact same on the x cubed and they're both negative 2 and a positive 2 and they're opposite signs. So we can cancel those out. So now we're going to move what we have left. We're just going to combine them together to make it simpler. We're going to move it down here. Cube root of, we're going to take negative x cubed and negative 2x cubed to make negative 3x cubed over 2x cubed minus 1 over, now we can combine the negative 2 and the negative 1 to make it a negative 3 over, bring the denominator down. Now, there's nothing on the top of these that can cancel out. So we're going to look at the bottom, and since they're the same, we're going to cancel those out and move to here. one next step to simplify it.
Our time is now, we're taking off.
So since we have the exact same thing on the top right here, we're just going to cancel out these negative 3's. So we're left with cube root of x cubed. So now, since we have an exponent and the square root, these will both cancel out and you are left with x. And that is your fog.